Welcome! We're back with another video. So I had a little bit of a hiatus. Well, not that much, just a little bit longer than I usually would, just because you can hear by my voice, I was pretty, not really bad, but I had like a big sort of common cold hit me a little bit, where I wasn't good to train. I needed to rested up. I managed to keep my appetite stay good, so I still ate my food. Just took about 4 days off training, so fresh, ready to go. Was it 4 days or was it 5 days? Let's work this out. Saturday, no, it was 4 days. So, yeah, literally, when you get sick like that and you know it's like you're run down, rest up. My food's changed. I've had an increase in grub. We've got a high day today. So let's kick this off and show you how I've got to 280 pounds. This is my diet. This is the high day diet as well. So this is exactly... this is what's helped me get to as big as I have right now. Sitting at 280 today. There was my morning weigh-in. Yes, I've got a gammy toe. It's not gammy. It's just where the growth hormone is accelerating my nail growth. Ladies, that's not an excuse to jump on your boyfriend's growth hormone. Here we go. First meal, pre-workout meal going in. Get an early session in today. Well, earlier. So training after one meal. Got a big meal, so it should be good. Get epic session in. First one in sort of 5 days I've trained. So a big push day. I'll be feeling electric and I'm ready to go. So with this meal is a high day. So there is some additions. So you will notice that the additions are there, which I'll show you in a bit. We've got cream of rice in here, 125 grams. We've got 3 scoops of whey. We've got 15 grams of nut butter. We've got the 20 grams of jam. So quite a lot of food going in the shake. The reason why I'm doing this is efficiency. It's quick, it's easy. That's why I'm having it in the shake and not eating it today. Plus it's a high day, so I've got the extra food to do. That's why I do this on a high day. On a normal day, I'll actually eat this. I'm still good. Obviously, previous push-ups, I've got to where I am now, and I've just had to do a shake all the time. And the reason for training early is because I've got a guy coming to have a look at some, just putting a bit of lead on my my chimney to where it's fallen off where we had that storm. Just a little line needs to go on, but it's an accessibility issue, hence why I can't get up there with my old man and do it, because I don't really feel like climbing up on a roof, nor do we have a ladder that is tall enough, especially at 280 pounds. Can you imagine me on my fucking roof? Ready? If you don't toss off your blender, you're losing half your gains. High day additions to the pre-workout meal are 3 cookies, and I've gone for the same flavour as I did last time. It was very delicious. It was the salted caramel and dark chocolate, which is very nice. I've got another high day to do, so I bought the normal chocolate and salted caramel cookies as well. I could have done a mix and match, but I don't fancy opening 2 packets of cookies. Do you know what I mean? Getting old now, thinking, I shouldn't be doing that. So this is the meal. 2 rice cakes, which are going the off-season king rice cakes, only in the off-season, the caramel ones, because they're about 11 grams of carb per cake. And then we've got a lovely three dark chocolate and caramel cookies, salted caramel, shall I say. And then we have got the cream of rice whey shake with nut butter and jam in it. So we'll get this down, and then I'll go train in about an hour after this, and I'll be full of carbs. Bosh. And I am using a bit of assistance to help get this down in the form of our friend Nova Rapid. Yes. Whilst I trained, I consumed carbohydrates, and I had 80 grams of carbohydrate from carb powder, cyclodextrin, very nice on the stomach. Felt good, and I also had 10 grams of EAAs. So I did consume some carbohydrates throughout my workout. Didn't put that and didn't show you that, so I do apologise. I also put a crystal light thing in there to make the flavour up a little bit more. Oh, fabulous, very nice. It was a fruit punch. I got grape EAA, which is one of the best tasting ones, but I mixed it with a fruit punch, crystal light stuff. Oh, it was magical. So my post-workout meal hasn't changed, to be honest, since you last saw it. But I'm doing a whey shake because it's easy to get in. At this point where I'm at, certainly I'm going to favour doing a whey shake post-workout rather than the whole food. When I start dieting, I will move back to doing like chicken because I'd much rather have whole food. But this takes half the time to eat, which is important when we've got 6 meals to eat a day. Then I've got 2 bagels with 60 grams of jam on. I know, not a crazy big post-workout meal. Some high carbs going in, but not crazy high, not mental. Reason is, I actually prefer having moderate to high, should I say, rather than extremely high post-workout. In the past, I've done really, really high post-workout where I've done like loads of rice, loads of cereal, and it's become, oh, the volume is a little bit too much, which then really takes me longer to get, well, a longer time between to get the meals in, which I've found this sort of works better for me. So some of you might be like, well, that's not that high. I like this way, but it's like, it's got to work with your body, work with what you can do, or what's best for you. We're still getting carbohydrates in though, because that is key. Put that glycogen straight back in. I mean, I'm pretty saturated at the minute. I have got some photos. I'll show you the photos post-workout. This was me at the minute. So you can see what my body composition looks like. Probably not the best quality, because I've done it vertical and I've had to zoom in a little bit. I didn't have Lance today, so I didn't have anyone to look going, oh, it looks good, move that way. And I'm like, no. Right, smashing this in. Quick wash, settle myself down, and then I'll have beef and potatoes. Later on, I'll show you the food. But this bloke's going to turn up. I'll eat this, got to have showered, make sure I'm here for this bloke. Because the last thing you want to be is fucking knock in the shower going, fucking hell, shit, I'll be out in a minute, mate. You know what I mean? One of the best things about this house is that, I know this is going to seem really weird because a lot of you will be used to this, but we lived in a flat that didn't have any windows in the bathroom. So, like, you couldn't open a window when you went for a poo, or you couldn't open a window when you had the shower on. You just relied on the extractor fan, which they're never as good as having the window open and the extractor fan on, right? As soon as you open that window, all that fucking moisture is like, you see it just fucking flying out there. But one of the best things is, I can open my shower, because it's on the front of the house, right, in the ensuite, and go, when I hear that knock, and it's the Amazon bloke, I go, oi, I'm just in the shower, fuck off, or put the parcel down. I don't say fuck off. Put the parcel down, put it over the gate. And that's happened today, look at this. Yeah, I wasn't in the shower, but look at that, over the gate. Love it. See? Next level. Welcome. So, the voiceover. It's not a voiceover, I've just got a mic on. So, we have, this is meal 1, but having it as meal 3. Bosh, not too long after the post-workout meal. So, the post-workout meal went in about an hour and 40 minutes ago. I am ready to eat. Small, obviously, post-workout meal. It's not as big of a carb meal than this one. So, I can get this in relatively with ease. So, we have 6 whole eggs, 135 grams of granola, almond milk, because milk's for babies. Then we have jam, and we've got muffins. Oh, we need a bagel. We need 1 bagel to go with the 80 grams of jam. Just try and get this in and waft it in. That's it. That's the goal of this meal. So this time one does take a little bit longer. I find the granola is always the hardest thing to eat. And for some reason, I always save it till last. I don't like eating it first. The biggest ingredient here to getting eggs down will be Tommy K. So I'm going to get the Tommy K and show you what I do with it. Also, a bit of pepper on the eggs. I should really hurry up because it's not cold in the house, but the surfaces are cold. That's cool, and eggs cool down super fast. And cold eggs isn't the best when your appetite isn't like prep like. Bear with. Get your eggs. 6 whole eggs scrambled is a lot easier to eat than 6 whole eggs fried. I don't know why. I just feel like the volume of food's smaller. But, gosh, there we go. And as you can see now, we have more ketchup than we do eggs. So it's easy to eat. Anabolic as fuck. I think you're going to get to a point in your bulk, in your off season, as long as body composition is good. Like if you're just being a fat slob, then don't do this. But where condiments are going to be used just to make your life easier at getting food in. Like in the past, I've done salsa, but I'm not a person who's doing salsa on eggs. Like, look at my complexion, look at me, look how I sound. I am like proper British, white British. Salsa was like introduced to me at age like 13. I wasn't growing up with salsa and eggs. It's ketchup with eggs. I know I'm a British person, but I'm like brown sauce and eggs in the bin. And now I've just lost half of my subscribers, which I don't have many anyway. So we're back down to about 1,000. Not a fan of brown sauce either. You know, just bosh. Ketchup with eggs. That's what it's meant to be. That's how they wanted you. That's how they wanted you to have them. And unfortunately, we don't have any bacon. Should really have bacon with eggs, shouldn't you? But it's not on the diet, so we're not doing it. But bacon and eggs is banging. Bacon and eggs, bosh. In like two nice slices of bread, cut down the middle, bosh, bosh, bosh. Can't beat it. Proper nice, not shitty bacon either. Not like that shit. You know when someone looks like they've boiled it? Well, what's that all about? Proper, crispy, crunchy. Now we're talking. Right, we usually have beef with this meal, but today we've got an off-plan meal to do after this meal. So I'm just going to use some chicken that I had cooked. So 300 grams of chicken, but strangely looks really small. Oh well. I think it's because it all shrinks. You weigh it out raw and it goes. And then we've got 400 grams of potatoes that are in here. I've done, and probably when you go to the shops, you know, get some strong foil because this foil is flimsy as fuck. So yeah, pop that in. Lovely. Oh, this is hot. The air fryer is literally the best thing. It's going to change your life. It changed my life anyway. The Ninja one as well, because you can put two of them in one go. You don't necessarily need a Ninja one, but oh, I love the air fryer. It's literally the best thing. Well done, Chanel, for getting that one. The knives are good as well, but we don't need to talk about that. We're talking about that being a convenience to my life, as well as making food easier to get in. And it wouldn't be meal 4 without a famous, what's it called again? Nutri-Grain bar. Blueberry flavour as well. Extra anabolic. Right, I actually feel kind of tired, so I might be a little bit dead towards the end of this video. Right, another meal. Yeah, there you go. Right, meal 5. Delivered from Chanel. It popped out. We have got a McDonald's. Now, you might be a bit surprised because I've gone on for a different order, but we've got large chips, which is tremendous. And we've got a Big Mac. Bosh. And that is that. A Big Mac and a large chips. That'll go down tremendously. It's not a crazy, as you can see, I'm not going too crazy on the cheats. 1, because I need to be able to eat after this meal. And 2, just don't need to go too crazy. It's high calories. That being said, I am going to have some apple crumble with Chanel. So I'll probably have that though with my last meal, which is part of this meal, if that makes sense, just because it will take time to sort out. Gone for a diet drink as well. Could be getting more carbs in the drink. I actually thought of that. I thought when appetite is low, you could go for a full fat drink and get the sugar, get the carbohydrates from that, which isn't great for your teeth. That's the one thing that you got to consider, because you know the dentist is expensive. He's sitting there rubbing his hands, going, "Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely." You know, you start getting some issues. But it would be an easy way of getting some carbohydrates in when food volume is getting there, even with from the denser sources of food. And I thought about that. I don't know. I haven't tried that. I wonder if anyone else has tried that. I mean, you've got to that point where you're using like full fat Fanta. Can you imagine a full fat Fanta? How nice. Or a full fat Coke. Oh, now we're talking. And from McDonald's as well, because you know that they've got the special fountain, the special tap, whatever it is. It's unbelievable. Right, I'm not going to sit here and waffle because I need to get eating, because I don't want to be up mega late tonight eating food. So going down, that's a good Big Mac, to be fair. I mean, they've gone mental on the lettuce. Whoever was on the lettuce has gone mental, but that isn't bad for a Big Mac, right? Usually they're like squashed together. They're terrible. So I'll take it. Chips. Oh, nice. Not as crispy as I like. The salt's there. Plenty of sodium. Big pumps for tomorrow's back session. Right, I'm doing a voiceover because the mic didn't work. So I'm watching this footage back and talking into the mic. So my voice might sound really loud. I have no idea what the fuck I was saying right here. I was probably showing you the time and telling you something important. Either way, we can just give a voiceover of the video. So it's a bit like a reaction. It looked like I was talking about a shake there, about getting in a shake, waffing it in probably, something like that. This was Wednesday's high day, and I felt fucking full as a house right now. Like, you don't even know that on the camera, but when I'm eating and you get to the last meal of the day and you've eaten fucking cheat meal, eaten all that food, like, your stomach is, you're like 9 months pregnant with all that food sitting in your gut. It's bad. Like the midsection, what do they call it? Sustension is real, and you're like, oh, and it's just food backed up that sits there, and it's just ugly. Look at my face. Look how fucking knackered I am. Just twatted out my mind because I've eaten just so much food throughout the day, and I'm just about to fucking smash in another meal just to make sure that I can grow. You know, when you put it like that, you think, fuck me, this is mental. So, yeah, it pretty much that's what it is, isn't it? It's mental what we do to our bodies to get to where we want to be. But at the end of the day, you've only got one chance of doing it. I'm actually going to show you the meal now. So, oh yeah, so this is the day where we had the apple crumble. And because you have to put it in the oven and that and wait for it to go, I have it with the last meal rather than with the cheat meal. Because you could see that the cheat meal wasn't the biggest cheat meal, right? But we have apple crumble with it. So I have it with this last meal because it's easier to get in. And also, because of time. Like, if I waited to eat, then I'd have that and then have to wait 2 hours till I have after the apple crumble, even though it might take an hour, like half an hour to be sorted. We're talking, it's adding an extra, 2 hours of waiting about. Well, no, that doesn't quite add up, does it? But you know what I'm saying. It adding a load of more time. And this is where I'm explaining to you about the shake. I do remember actually talking about this and talking about the importance that this is what I do. So what I do right there, what I was explaining was I do the toast, I do the dark chocolate. Actually, I eat the dark chocolate first. Then I eat the pineapple, then I eat the toast. And then I smashed in the apple crumble because it was delicious. Once I've done that, I take my tray into the kitchen and I put load up the dishwasher. The last thing I do before I go upstairs is I slam that shake. And I take my health sups and I do that shake and I put it down and I sit there, probably stand there for about 2 minutes. I can't move because I'll be sick. Or I might feel a bit nauseous. Sometimes I don't feel nauseous and I'm great. But on a high day where I've eaten all that food, sometimes I'll be a bit like, whoa. I can't move too quick. I've just eaten, now I'm like a woman who's overdue a baby by 4 weeks, yeah? It's bursting. The belly's bursting. That's how I'm feeling. And then basically I'll do that. And then I'll go upstairs, brush my teeth, go to bed. So that's what's the important thing right there. I think I was pointing out the time of me talking too much and waiting and delaying my meal. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got to sit here and talk over me, talking about shit. How bad's that? Because I haven't edited this. So you're just going to listen to me waffle. Pretty much, I think this is the end of the video. So you can see what I've eaten. This meal was 4 slices of toast. We've got the 25 grams of dark chocolate. We've got the 3 scoops of whey. And we've got 100 grams of pineapple, which is delicious, by the way. Pineapple is king. And then we did the apple crumble. That was part with custard, which was part of the cheat meal that I was meant to have with meal 5. But because of the whole fucking thing that I explained about delaying time and leaving me going to bed later, we did it with the last meal. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next one.